Welcome back to another property tour in historic Roswell, Georgia. Today we are in Barrington Place taking a look at one of the last two opportunities that Brightwater Homes has available. Now this property is a nod back to Greek Revival architecture. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, roughly 2,971 square feet above grade. Has a finished basement terrace area that we're going to take a look at as well. These are super energy efficient homes. It's a net zero energy property. I can't wait to show it to you. It's right there. Let's go in and take a look. Hey everybody, it's Terrence Richardson, your Atlanta Realtor with eXp Realty. And whether you're planning a move to Metro Atlanta in 60 days or 6 months, I can help make your move to the area as smooth as possible. So don't hesitate to reach out. All of my contact information is in the description below. All right, on to the property tour coming up right now. And you've got the white picket fence. They're done building in here. So when you take a look at the neighborhood, see you've got the pavers for the road, which is really nice. You're not gonna have a whole lot of traffic coming in through here because it's a enclave of 8 homes. So there's really no reason for through traffic to come in unless they're visiting or live here, which is really great. And let's head on in, take a look. Now, if you've seen the other video, this one is a slightly larger home. It still has a really nice covered front porch, but it doesn't have the fireplace that the other one had. But look at how nice this is. It's nice and clean with the white, massive beams and the shiplap ceiling. Traditional brick, which is nice to get back to because for the longest time, I mean, we still have the white and black that's really in right now, but you're starting to see brick come back. And I've missed it. And we've been modern farmhouse for the last decade or so now. So it's nice to see builders adding a little bit of a return to tradition. Won't argue with that. All right, stepping inside. All right, let's take a look. So to the left, we've got the stairs going up and down. We're gonna finish with the up and down at the end. And right off of the foyer is a study. Now this would also be a really good office. And it does have a closet, but let's be honest, it's way too small for this to be a bedroom, even with the reach-in closet over here. So this is the perfect office / study or a little library, whatever you might want to use this for. Got a powder room right here as well. Got the great room, kitchen, got a more intimate feel. Still a good size. Nice size island. And you have a mix of appliances like in the other property. So got Thermador, Sharp, 36-inch Thermador range. Nice and beefy with the 6 gas burners. Got the vent hood over here. And if you like to cook, you definitely will not be disappointed in this kitchen. Good sized pantry. And they're using the pocket doors, which I like. They save so much room, right? So you're not worrying about the door swinging in, taking up space, potentially hitting the built-in oven there or cannibalizing room on this side. Nice touch with the pocket door. You get to pick your own refrigerator after closing at your expense. And in this property, they decided to go with the same colored island as the cabinets. Fits really nicely. Quartz countertops. Let's take a look at the dining room over here. I actually like how tall the ceilings are, or how high they are off the ground here. Fit a really nice rectangular table in the middle for entertaining friends, family, during the holidays, or whenever. And this property does back up to Marietta Highway, but you're a little bit further along or away from it. You've got the backyard, which the other property had a smaller backyard. We'll take a step out. We'll see how we get down there. All right. So you got a coat closet there. Let's go outside first to the back deck. Not a super big deck by any means, but this yard is a lot nicer than lot 115. There's a little bit of a slope. It does even out at the bottom. What's nice about this location is that this neighborhood is in the Roswell golf cart zone. So you could ride a golf cart all the way up into historic Roswell and its many attractions, especially Canton Street. Everybody loves Canton Street. We're a mix of brick, hardy board siding. Take a quick look in the garage. Thank you for letting me know. It's a standard sized garage. Might be a little deeper than your typical garage, actually. Insulated garage doors. You've already got the hookup there if you drive an EV for your charger. And you may have seen it in the corner. Irrigation system right over there. Now, in this property, the primary suite is on the main level, but I'm going to make you wait until last to see it. Now, you can skip forward in the video and take a look at it now, or you can come with me and see the rest of the house first and save the best for last. All right, you want to go up or down? I think we're going to go up first because if I finish upstairs and I have to climb 2 sets of stairs, you won't want to hear me out of breath for that whole trip. You can break it up, it won't be as bad. I like the darker paint on the banister and the railings. I think it looks good. Lots of space up here. It's nice and open. I like the board and batten detail. Here's one of the secondary bedrooms. You've got 3 of them upstairs, each with its own private ensuite. Walk closet. And your tub shower combination. No fighting over who gets to use the bathroom in this house because you've got one for each bedroom. Laundry. Now, if you're wondering why the other house seems to have nicer finishes, it's because it was used as the model. Finishes are still very nice in this one, but you know, builders will go the extra mile for their model. So here you've got a frameless shower instead of the tub shower combination. So I've got a question. My wife is not super keen on the vertical tile. I see it in a lot of the new construction properties, especially if you go back and look at some of the other tours that I've done. A lot of builders are doing this now. They're putting the tile in vertically instead of horizontally. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of indifferent to it. In some properties, we see a two-tone. This one is not two-tone. I mean, the bottom is. So yeah, let me know what you think. Curious. Walk-in closet. Not the biggest closet, not small. All right, let's take a look at the last bedroom. And then we will go take a look at the primary suite. So we've got another closet over here. And they're decent sized closets. For secondary bedrooms, no complaints. Here's the other bathroom. So this one does have the tub shower combination. You can kind of see it on this one. Not really. The solar array is right on this side there. It's a little bit higher, harder to see because it's right on that other roof ledge. You can see the electrical conduit running to the solar array right there. Okay, moving on. Let's go take a look at the finished terrace area, basement. Now they've finished a good portion of it. You'll see that there's still room to finish out. However, a buyer would want it to be finished. And if you're not familiar with Brightwater, they've built a lot in Milton, downtown Milton. They've built in Alpharetta. They've built coastal. They're known for quality. They built luxury properties, very energy efficient properties, which is the case here. So unlike the other house that we saw, I'm going to throw up the clip. Look at the card to the top right of the screen if you want to see it. This is not carpet down here, as you can see. So they've got the upgraded wood floors, engineered wood. You can see it's a good sized backyard. It's fenced. You've got a little bit of a slope there, as I mentioned. As water comes down, it seems like it's properly graded to send it out to the culvert that's over there. It's a better backyard than some of the other properties on this side facing this road. Another cool thing that I like about this builder, if you look at a lot of new construction, and they don't just insulate the outside walls, they insulate it with spray foam insulation. Now the whole house is done in spray foam, but I feel like it's going above and beyond to do the outside walls in the basement. Now with the finished space, I mean, they're doing that because there's finished space here, but I still think it's nice that they did what they did. A lot of builders don't go through that effort to that extent. All right, so you've got this room. You use as a rec room. Closet over here. Help out, turn off the lights. There's a whole other section on this side that could be finished to whatever you'd like. Light's not working super well there. All right, it's unfinished. Not going to spend more time there. And then on this side, so it's going to be a little loud, but the HVAC is an 18-tier system. In the back over here, you've got the tankless water heater for all your hot water needs. Why is 18 SEER good? The higher the SEER rating, the better efficient the system, the less it costs to heat and cool the place, especially in the hot Georgia summers, hot, humid Georgia summers. All right, let's go take a look at the primary suite. And thank you for letting me break that into two parts because I'm not as winded, to be honest. All right, hey, do me a quick favor. If you enjoy these property tours and you'd like to see more, feel free to leave a thumbs up, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification button so you never miss another one. It helps me to understand what kind of properties you like so that I can go film more of them and bring new content to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. On with the tour. All right, so it is a primary suite on the main. Got a linen closet over here. Hello, linen closet. Look at the coffered ceiling in this room. Hardwoods throughout. Barn door. Look at how oversized that door is. Now that's a monster-sized door. Look at how tall the ceilings are. It's a big, big space. No part of this room feels small as a result. It feels like you're walking through a castle door here into the primary bathroom. Now you've got the dual vanities with the quartz countertop, the floors, all the tile work. Again, Greek Revival, you kind of see that with the tile and the inset and arch standalone tub. And a huge frameless shower. We continue with the two-tone with a different tile. It's got a bench back there. Now in this property, you got a little cubby, alcove. You know, what would you put there? Let me know. It's not the biggest spot. How would you use that space? Let me know in the comments below. Water closet on that side, and the closet in here. I guess at one point had a shelving system in here. It was torn out. Maybe they had decided to put the typical wire shelving system in here and decided it was better to pull it out because whoever's going to buy this house is going to put something a little bit more custom in. That's my guess. Now, as you can see, there is room for a stand-up washer dryer. So that's kind of cool because you don't have to go upstairs. You live in this house, primary bedroom is yours. You don't have to go upstairs with your clothes. All of that can be done right in the comfort of your primary closet. Have kids and whatnot, their clothes can stay upstairs. You don't have to go up and down stairs with a clothes basket. And that's a nice little touch. Nice bathroom. Love the tall ceilings. I know how I would use that. I'd put more storage, potentially more cabinet space, and add to the storage because when you look at the cabinet space that you have, you can never go wrong with more storage. Is that how you'd use it? Let me know. So we saw not one, but two Brightwater homes, new construction. The card for the other house is right here if you'd like to take a look at it. And yeah, what did you think? Is this a house you can see yourself living in? It's really close to downtown historic Roswell. It's a great location. Marietta Highway, not too far away from 75, commuting back into Atlanta, either on Georgia 400. We've got options. And whether you're planning a move to Metro Atlanta in 60 days or 6 months, let's start a conversation about how I can help you make that move as smooth as possible. All my contact information is in the description below. Now I've got a great playlist of other new construction properties. To see them, click over here. Never want to miss another video? Then I'd consider subscribing. Click over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.